It's a mixture of lies and half-truths. We don't know all the details yet, but what we know, we can be fairly confident. Basically, not a surprise that the leaders are trying to improve their political legacy. They're politicians and they're trying to sell, and that's where they do well. But we have to look beneath the rhetoric. For a country like Peru, the obvious thing is, which is the big market? The United States. You already have an agreement. So the standard that you want to look at for Peru is this better than the previous agreement? The big debate in the United States over TPP was that, say in the case of drug prices, many of us said, let's make sure that the new TPP at least meets the standard of the Peruvian agreement. And the USTR said no. So it was if the USTR had agreed to incorporate the provisions of the Peruvian agreement, the debate would have been much easier. So in fact, Peru will be worse off. The whole debate has been about making access to drugs more difficult, raising drug prices. So the story about drugs being more available is to say basically an untruth. They could have just adopted the provision in the Peruvian agreement. You ask, why didn't they? Because the drug companies didn't like it. And the Democrats were under control when the Peruvian agreement went through. And the Democrats said, we will not be party to the death of people in Peru. We will not be party to the people suffering in other countries. And so, but the Republicans say we will not be party to any agreement that does not help our drug companies.
So
that's the debate, very simple. And the USTR gave in to the Republican demands with little regard to the people who are suffering in Peru and the other countries. So it almost makes me angry, because they could have, if they had been honest about it, why not do what the agreement that we already have with Peru? So Peru is unambiguously worse off.